Tonight, from Buffalo Bills Stadium in Orchard Park, New York.
The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wildcard game. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by the first Wyoming quarterback to go in the first round, standing 6'5". It's Josh Allen.
And he comes into these playoffs bringing a team that's been battle-tested, won the division, and earned the home playoff game here in round one. But every year they know that a division champ, it feels like, gets beat. They don't want to be that team. They have to avoid the overconfidence and make sure they play the same way they played during the regular season, mistake-free and with passion.
Second down, back to Fournette. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To the air, Allen. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Forced out to his left. Going deep for Diggs. This is caught inside the 15. So the big play nullified, a legal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart, but make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
2nd and 4. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Completes this out left to Rodgers. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. A toss running left, Fournette. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Here's the first carry of the game for Zach Moss. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he'll take this one down to the 36. So still 14 yards to go. 2nd down. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. 5 yards will get them back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. There's the stiff arm, and he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Working with a 2nd and 3. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry.
Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
6 yards left on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. So a nice throw right there. And this, we all know, a big test for this young man at quarterback. He guided his team into the playoffs as a wild card. Now here he is on the road looking to get his guys to the 2nd round. And it's certainly a tough task no matter how you slice it.
Oh, I absolutely agree 100%. And while no one around the franchise is going to, co-sign on what I'm about to say, because all they're focused on is winning this game. But let's face it, partner, no matter what happens in this one, they've got their quarterback to build their roster around for the future. That's got to feel good for everyone associated with this team.
First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. And he will have a Titans first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent, that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Allen going to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender. Made him
what do you
think,
mean by that, bro?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Harold Landry. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. After the sack on first down, Allen, he's got the hook up with Diggs. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
And a short gain down to about the 33. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry. On 2nd and 9, Allen, left side caught by Diggs. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 18. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. Now Allen. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now a play fake here on first down. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be 2nd down. A give to Henry. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Henry running right. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. He'll drop to throw. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now back to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. On now is the Titans punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, for the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
Throwing again on second down. Allen. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. On third down, Fournette. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Looking to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. They'll set up a throw. They set up the screen for Henry. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. On now is the Titans punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. Allen now on first down. It's complete to Diggs. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On play action, Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. To throw once more on second and 10. Allen, and this is incomplete. So now third and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. And again, it's Allen. Caught right side, Davis. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they show confidence in their defense by punting it away.
And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. So we're at halftime of this AFC Wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. What a weekend it has been. This is the last of our 6 games in this wildcard round as we wrap up a very exciting 2 days of NFL football. But first, let's take a look back to yesterday's AFC Wildcard game. And you can see the result there. Meanwhile, it's been as tight as we expected our game to be, all even at the half. Who will go on to the divisional round? We'll find out as we send it back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is blitz coming, and down he goes. Matt Milano, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. Throwing to start the drive. Allen finding Knox there, complete. Not much there, only a yard. Running left, it's Fournette. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Throwing now is Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run once more with Henderson. And they'll get him down up past the 15.
If you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Finding Hardman here over the middle. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Back to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Play action. Now it's Allen. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now Allen. A pass underneath for Fournette. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And Diggs has it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
We're seeing this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
To throw again on second down. Allen. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. 20, 10, and they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. Extra point forthcoming. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. A handoff to Fournette. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Here's Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's Hardman to return. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 39-yard line. They're going to look to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it was really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the Bills are right back in this football game. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. The Bills on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. To the air, Allen. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots. Here's Allen on 1st and 10.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Scoring has really been at a premium, and Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
Out come the Titans now. And this a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. 7 yards the pick up there. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They'll look to throw here on first down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. Henderson. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Darrell Henderson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 17-3. That time a 6-play drive. And it was all polished off by Darrell Henderson's touchdown run. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. This is a draw play. Allen gives to Singletary. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Allen now looks to throw. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Allen to throw once more. Checks that one down, complete to Moss. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. One final try here for Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Again, it's Henderson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. On 2nd down, it's Henderson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. On 1st down, Henderson. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. 2nd and 6. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. He'll look to throw. That's complete, Okuebuna. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. And I know it's hard to find solace on one side when the season ends, no matter where it ends, but especially in the playoffs because there's all that build up to the moment. But I would imagine the post-game locker room speech, it'll have a pretty positive spin.
It should. They've made a heck of a run to get to the playoffs and have that chance to advance, even though they didn't. But you're right.
Today, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California,
most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive.
Man, that ain't make no sense.
Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
And the drive starts with a completion left side. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. They'll look to throw here. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They'll set up to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the former Cal Bear, Aaron Rodgers.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win. Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is the quarterback, Allen. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Rodgers' throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. On the give, this is Akers. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run for it with Akers. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. It's caught. Beckham. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Here's Rodgers. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Rohrwasser's kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Over the middle, complete. It's Adams. 7 yards, the pickup there. On 2nd down, Swift. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. They'll try and run here with Swift. Swift is hit, and he coughs it up. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. He'll drop to throw. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Now back to throw. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. This one to the left to Higbee. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Throwing is Rodgers. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run out of the gun with Swift. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Adams. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd and 1 from the 2. Here's a handoff to Swift. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. It will give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 29, Rodgers. He finds his target, Beckham. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the handoff, running left is Akers. Fighting his way through contact. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 46 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now it's Rodgers. Throw left side, complete to Cup. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Rodgers going to throw. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 28. On play action, Rodgers. And his pass incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A first throw for the backup Haskins. Then he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Play action. Haskins. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to have it here just past the 25. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. A good rally to the football, keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. On the handoff, it's Gaskin. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. The Lions on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here's Jack Fox now as he's on to punt for Detroit. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now it's Haskins. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here's Johnny Hacker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll take it at the 42. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Second and 3. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. They'll look to throw now on first down. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 20-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll look to throw again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Blankenship's kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
On first down, it's Haskins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Haskins. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Here's Haskins to throw. Right side complete. That's Woods. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll run on first down with Akers. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Final play of the half. It's Haskins. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC Wildcard matchup as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, BG, thanks very much. The playoffs are underway. What a weekend this is going to be. This, the first of 6 games set to be played. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, time to look ahead to Sunday's action here in the NFC. A 4-5 battle that ought to be a tight one. And it's going to be one heck of a battle, that's for sure. Meanwhile, in our game, just a field goal separates these two sides at the break. One will go on to the divisional round, one will go home. To find out who it is, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is Akers. He coughs it up. And this is scooped up by the Lions. Well, they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's McKinney. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Devontae Adams. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though.
Yeah. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the Lions are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Finding Gaskin underneath. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Here's Gaskin. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And the Lions are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. They'll look to throw. Touchdown! That's caught. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions... Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew,